While there are many who lay claim to giving the cheeseburger its name, it was invented here in Pasadena in 1924. Lionel Sternberger was a 16-year-old fry cook at the Rite Spot, his father's roadside stand on Colorado Street, as it was then known, at the border of Pasadena and Eagle Rock. I'm the Rhodes Scholar. Join me on a culinary adventure that will start from here, the birthplace of the cheeseburger, as we taste some amazing burgers in Pasadena. Paul Little with the Pasadena Chamber of Commerce has been celebrating Pasadena's famous culinary invention for the last 12 years. So Pasadena is the birthplace of?
The cheeseburger, among other things. But yeah, we lay claim to being the first place where a hamburger with cheese was served to a customer back in 1924.
It's probably one of my favorite Pasadena inventions.
There are a few, but that's, yeah.
Definitely. Tell me a little bit about the story of the origins of the famous cheeseburger.
There's a lot, it's sort of like the Marvel comics. There's a lot of origin stories. But the basics is a teenager named Lionel Sternberger was working at his father's roadside stand, which was called the Rite Spot in West Pasadena on the other side of the bridge. And he is rumored to have burned the side of a burger, and rather than throw it away, put a piece of cheese on it and served it to a customer who appreciated it, and it made its way onto the menu.
That's incredible.
Yeah, they called it the Aristocratic Burger because another story is that at the time they were called hobos, came by and with 15 cents to buy a burger wanted absolutely everything he could get on it. And so that included cheese. And Lionel Sternberger was known to have an interesting sense of humor, a little bit ironic, and the burger was called the Aristocratic Burger, possibly because the first customer who had one was the opposite of an aristocrat.
There's a lot of stuff going on for Cheeseburger Week. What are some of the highlights that you think are this year?
Well, other than the basic fact that it's celebrating probably America's favorite food, or at least one of them, it's actually a lot of fun. We do what's called the Cheeseburger Challenge, where people can, in different categories, vote for their favorites. We don't say it's the best, because that's all a matter of taste. Haha. But it's subjective. But people can vote for their favorites in a whole lot of categories. And it's fun. It's everything from, lunch counter burger, traditional burger, white tablecloth cheeseburger, best beer with a burger, dessert after a burger. There's any number, alternative to a burger, which we have restaurants that do not have burgers on the menu that take part, but they have things that are burger-ish. There's a Mediterranean restaurant in East Pasadena called Rafi's that has a kebab sandwich they do. Yeah, which is like a lula kebab, which is kind of a hamburgery kind of a thing,
right,
on a sandwich. So that's an alternative.
Oh, neat.
And there are different ones. We had a sushi restaurant that did it, that's out of business now, but that did it a few years ago and had a piece of sushi that had a smoky flavor and kind of a burger taste to it. Yeah, it's fun.
And how long have we been celebrating Cheeseburger Week here in Pasadena?
This is counted it off. This is the 12th year, I think, that we've been doing it. Well, hold on. We started in 2011. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 12th year.
Awesome. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's fun. It's part of the California Restaurant Month. We traditionally do a basic restaurant week in April, May timeframe. And a friend of mine was running the California Restaurant Month event and called up and she said, what are you guys doing? I'm like, I don't know. We've got Restaurant Week, but I don't want to move it. And a friend of mine another friend had told me that the cheeseburger was invented in Pasadena. And I had the same reaction everybody does, which is, yeah, right. But I thought, you know what? we'll stake the claim and we'll do it. So I called her up the next day and said, we're going to do Cheeseburger Week because the cheeseburger was invented in Pasadena, and I put together a press release, sent it all out, and got a call from the LA Times saying, well, how do you know the cheeseburger was invented in Pasadena? And I had looked on Wikipedia, which isn't really the best place to verify information. But I was talking to the reporter and Googling at the same time, and up came a series of LA Times stories from the 1980s about how the cheeseburger had been invented in Pasadena and all the steps they went to track it down.
I think I saw that it was Steve Harvey's Only in LA, I think.
Yeah, and so I'm like, well, you guys said it was. And it's actually a lot of fun.
And the most important question of the day, what's your favorite?
My favorite? Oh, well, it kind of depends. I do really like the Pie 'n Burger burger. I like Ruth's Chris has a really nice burger on their happy hour menu.
Nice. I didn't think about them.
Alexander's, and I'm not sure if their bar is open again, but Alexander, very high end, very pricey restaurant, but happy hour in their bar, you can get this burger that's just wonderful at a reasonable price.
Nice. Check it out.
Them right over here, Rounds does a really nice job. The El Portal Yahaira, it's special. Just so you know, it's special. Slater's 50/50, which does the half beef bacon burgers. They have some really nice burgers on the menu. It's favorites, not best, because tastes are very subjective, and depending on your mood and what you're looking for, your favorite burger on any given day could be any number of places, and any one of them are really good.
Last year, I did the counter, and I made none of the Italian places were having burgers, and I grew up Italian, so I made my Italian burger. It was grilled onions, bell peppers, roasted tomatoes, and mozzarella, and it was delicious.
Oh, nice.
So we are here at Pie 'n Burger. It's a Pasadena tradition since 1963, and consistently one of the greatest burgers, not just here in Pasadena, but all over the country. It comes in the top 10 lists all the time. We're going to try their cheeseburger today. So this is a burger that is highly rated, not just locally, but by newspapers and food critics across the country. Consistently comes in the top 10. I've been coming to Pie 'n Burger as long as I can remember, almost my entire life. And this place is loaded with great memories, and I can't remember ever having a burger that wasn't just amazing here. The burger is everything that I remember. It is amazing, it is juicy, it is cheesy. It is just amazing. This is still one of the best burgers around.
Yeah, my father works here, my two uncles work here, my cousins used to work here. It's all family. And then we have family that married into family, and then everybody who's here has to know somebody that's been in the family.
Wow.
So it's all family. That's our secret.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's why you guys love our burgers so much.
So we're at Five Guys here in Pasadena, the site of the former Conditory restaurant. It's a newcomer to the Pasadena burger scene. This is it's been around for about a year. We're going to try one of their classic cheeseburgers. Simple, to the point, grilled onions, pickles, mayonnaise, and mustard. So the Five Guys burger comes wrapped in aluminum foil, kind of like a home-style burger. When you open it up, smell is amazing. So this is an iconic Southern California hamburger stand. The store behind me is one of the original In-N-Out stores. Their double-double is the burger par excellence. This In-N-Out has no dining room, a few tables outside, and a long line of cars waiting for their burgers. This line behind me is the line for the drive-thru at In-N-Out. There's a reason this line is this long. The cheeseburgers are spectacular. Pasadena Cheeseburger Week runs from January 23rd to the 28th. You can get more information at PasadenaRestaurantWeek.com. I'll be honest though, don't just restrict your cheeseburgers to Cheeseburger Week. There are some great cheeseburgers here in and around Pasadena. I'm the Rhodes Scholar, a little bit heavier and a whole lot happier.